Alright, so here we are. We're at the old, out the way, bud. Little Manatee River State Park. It's going to be a 6.5 mile to 7 mile or so total. We've got Cadence with us. We got Palponzo. We got me. That shows up there. And we're gonna hike about close to 3 miles today to get to our campsite. And it's, what time is it approximately? 11 or so?
It's after 11.
11 or so. I believe Monday, March the 15th. Does that sound about right? All right, so Sunday, March the 15th. Yeah, so we'll be staying the night and then coming out, hiking the other 3 miles tomorrow morning and calling it a trip. So we're still by the road here. First couple of steps. Little palmetto shrubbery. Okay, we're passing our first footbridge here. Nice ferns dotting the side here. So Cadence, look back here.
Oh, hi.
What do you think about this so far?
It's very muddy.
Very muddy.
And
Yeah.
I'm glad I came to you because I haven't worn them in a long while and they're getting pretty small. So.
Alrighty.
No more.
So we've reached the part where we decide which route we want to go. 6.2 mile loop. And we're going to be heading right, which will take us in the kind of an area away from the Little Manatee River, but it's a shorter distance to the primitive campsite. So we've had our first wildlife encounter. There is a snake in here. Where did he go? It's a black racer, right?
Yeah. Oh, black racer. We used to have those in the back.
Well, he's in this tree. Don't see him now. Alright, so we're just checking out some of the, let me get out of the sun here. Wildflowers.
Yellow and
yellow.
Purple ones.
I got these perps. Let me get my shadow out the way. And then this thing over here, whatever this guy is. And what is that? Is that like, it almost looks like an orchid, doesn't it?
It's really pretty.
It's not though. But it's not an airplane.
Leaves on there.
Okay, so we reached the cross trail point here. We're only 1.4 miles to our campsite. Primitive camp, that's right. So it's been pretty much this landscape throughout.
Yeah, this is an animal path.
Nope.
Yeah, and then this is not the right trail. This is where some boar or some other filthy, disgusting beast walks through.
Cleared out right there.
Yeah. Is there something good in there?
It's
Just like a clear trail.
I was with you the
All
whole
right,
time.
let's have a look at it.
No.
Like a road.
Oh yeah, this is probably a little maintenance road that the park rangers come through and they clear up trash and whatnot. So yeah, this is just a road that service vehicles use.
Wow.
Yep. Anytime they need to do controlled burns, anytime they need to clean up garbage,
Whoa, look how white
fallen
the sand
trees.
is. Look how white the sand is.
Yeah, it's just like the sand you get at the beach.
And then it's dark.
Yep. All right, we're reaching the descent here. A little bit of fungus growth on the tree here. And we should be reaching nice crystal clear creek here relatively soon. Okay, so we've reached the creek crossing right here. Now if we want to get, or if we run out of water, we'll come back here and filter from this source.
Is it still like leaky? Even though it's covered?
Yeah, just a few inches deep. but really nice and clean. Probably well filtered already. All right. So we've been hiking for roughly a little over 2 miles. We're now approaching our turnoff, which will lead us to a quarter-mile hike into our primitive campsite here. Here's the sign up here, I believe. It's a very hot day today, definitely in the 80s. So even in March in Florida, it's already hit. So 0.2 miles. Primitive camp, this way. We're almost there. Take the packs off and that'll be that. All right, so we've made it to our campsite. I don't know, what was it? 2 3/4 miles or something today, something like that. Wasn't very much. But camping permitted within 30 feet of this sign. So anywhere we can be in this area. There's our fire pit. There's our table. And anywhere around this sign we can pitch a tent. I would say there obviously is a good spot. So we're at the campsite. We got the old thing set up. We got a little hammock here. A little tyke is in there, like a burrito. With Alfonso and Caden's gonna stay in the old 3-man, a trusty 3-man backpacker with poles.
Get more of me.
And then here's solo backpacking tent here, straight from China, with the rain fly removed. Because it ain't gonna rain, that's for sure. Nice and breezy. We got both our rain flies off. We've been hanging out at camp for at least an hour, just chilling. Everything's set up. We got our food stuff on the picnic. Got our pads blown up, the whole deal. Rusty trombone. All right, so still early in the day. What is it, about 2 or so, 2:30? So we decided to take a hike down to the river, and we're probably going to do the whole loop right now. Just go all the way around, check out some fishing spots along the river, and then work our way back all the way back to the beginning. So, we'll see how we feel. What has he got?
Look, grasshoppers everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Every which way.
You can pick a couple of them and use them as bait. We got plenty of bait, but might as well grab some more.
Yeah.
Just to see if they like it better.
You match the hatch, man. Stay in the middle of the boards.
I'm gonna film up front.
Okay. Yeah, you just film it until you get to the front there.
Wow.
Look
at
the
this
water. Look
place.
at that, it's cool.
Wow.
You see any fish in there?
No,
Be
it's not
careful
very
with
deep.
the phone.
I will.
Not very deep.
There's a gap.
Alright, there might be
Yep.
some mud up here.
Okay.
This is a nice little area right after that boardwalk. An overturned tree with this, significant little swamp area here. Gonna keep hiking. And, we're making our way towards the little Manatee River. We should be there in less than half a mile. Beautiful little oak tree Well, we've made it to Little Manatee. This is our first glimpse of the river here. So far, no alligators. That's good. Taking a little water break. Yep, we're doing it. Hello.
Right now we are at the river, and we are just about to get going again after Daddy does a few fishies.
Let's have a look here.
And then we're gonna go to.
That's a good
Cypress
technique.
Creek.
Considering all the obstacles he has, he has a tight window for casting here, but he's so far flawlessly executing it. But there's a lot of just as I say that, he gets a little snag there, but he seems to be none the worse for the wear. That's his second cast, 0 for 2. Got to feel good about number 3 though. Nice backhand technique. Now look at the true angler in action. Just don't want none of that. Wiggly worm. Nope. So, yeah, it turns out that was definitely a coral snake. Kevin back there, he checked her out on the old interwebs. So, you know, good thing we gave it its space. Still here hiking by the river. Haven't had too many great open areas for casting, fishing, but probably up ahead we're gonna reach some bridges, and probably over the bridge would be our best bet. Well, here's the start of a nice boardwalk slash bridge. Maybe you could cast one out there. We'll keep walking down there and there might be some other choice spots. Dead crab. Here we are at the boardwalk that goes over the creek. This goes over, there's a different creek crossing at 2 different points. This isn't the same one we were at earlier. But I think we're gonna like cool off in this little creek a little bit. Maybe use some of the water and filter it and then cook right here. All right. So we're just relaxing by the creek here. And we got a little backwoods shower here action. It's nice and refreshing on a hot day, but you want to shut it off.
I don't know how to shut it.
Yeah, just hold this and turn it to the right, I believe.
I already tried that, but no matter what I did, it didn't shut
Yeah, it's
off.
not shutting off. That's okay. We don't need it to. We can always refill it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For whatever reason. And right on the boardwalk, we've got our water filtering here. We've already got what we're cooking with, plus it's filling up again. We've already got another half bottle there. And soon this will be boiling. So this is filtered through the bandana, then filtered through the VersaFlow, which is basically like a Sawyer squeeze, and then boiled. So all the precautions. Now we have the teriyaki. It's put the camera over there. It's just coming to a boil now. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Now add a little vittles,
Vittles.
little by little. We have a limited amount of space to cook in, so pour it in all nice like.
There's no way else to do like that.
And now we'll use this to stir her up, stir the pot, bring it to a nice rolling boil, and then we'll simmer it for 7 minutes with the lid on. And then when it's done cooking, we're going to put that pouch of chicken in there and stir it all together. And that's going to be, we're going to split it 3 ways. All right, you can turn it off.
Okay.
And then,
I need to actually open this.
okay. See the little perforation on the corner there? That little tab that you can...
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
So we've now cooked our teriyaki noodles, and we're going to
Add in the
pair
chicken.
our main entree with a protein source, which in this case
Zesty lemon pepper
is
chicken.
the zesty lemon pepper chicken. Yes, and she's going to carefully pour it into the pot. Then we're going to stir it all together.
Can I stir it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Is that all of it?
yeah.
Okay. Stir it all real good in there. Mix it all evenly throughout the whole dish. And you can hold this. This isn't hot.
Okay. Ooh, that looks good. It
Yeah,
smells
and then
good.
what we'll do, since we don't have any plates or anything, is we'll use our fork to, you know, just scoop a little bit out and put it on crackers. How about that?
Yeah. Smell that, people. Smell that.
Mmm.
It's delicious. It's also nice and tasty.
Yeah, this will be nice. And then we're not really that far away from our campsite, honestly.
Yeah. Like, where's the map?
That's
Cichlid?
what I said.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. He literally just dumped his pole in there, and this little fella emerged out of the smallest
Look at that
body of
face.
water.
Look at
Just
that
this
face.
little tiny
It's so
hole right here.
cute.
Oh my God, this is, yeah,
Like butt itches.
it's like a tropical fish or something.
Yeah, no.
That's amazing.
Let's keep it and eat it. Does it have any meat on it?
It does.
Not much, but we could eat it. But not anymore. All right, so it's literally 1 second cast. Just throw the line in. And 4 times in a row, he's caught a little, looks like a little African cichlid kind of thing. It's, looks like a damn tropical fish.
Oh,
almost.
He was on there.
Yeah. So we'll catch, release like a little bit further down the stream and watch it find its way back to its hole. At least that's what's happened. There's one. Every time. Let's have a look at him.
Beautiful.
Yeah. There's so many of those down there. They got their own little ecology. All right, now he's going to take the hook out and throw his ass down the river. See where he goes. All right. There, that old sucker. He went into the bush on the side. Yeah, so we spent a good hour at the old creek there,
Hey, I'm gonna put
fishing,
my hat
catching many fish, eating our teriyaki chicken. Quite delicious and gourmet.
Oh, yeah.
Not mad at it at all.
on. We're heading back to camp. That's it.
That's it.
That's it, people.
Heading back to camp. Now we're on that little connector loop right now, the little blue spur. So, long day's rocking. Well, maybe. Yeah. This bench here, remember this one? So, we've gone around the whole loop now. Now we're going to hike another 1.4 miles to our primitive camp, plus 2 miles on that little spur, or 0.2 miles on that little spur. So 1.6 miles, and that'll be it for the day. Lots of felled trees through this area. All right, we made it back to our campsite. Plenty of daylight to spare. Probably 6:30-ish. Probably got an hour of usable light. Make a fire. Cook some more dinner, a second dinner. And then eventually hit the hay.
There you go. Do it again. Keep going. Keep going. All the way down, straight down, and like roll it off the end, down, straight down. Ball it up, you know what I mean? Get it a little bit closer to it. Yeah, there you go.
And then I just drop it into the thing.
There you go. Hold it back. Remember, all the way down and roll off the end. Down.
I'm really trying.
I know.
My hand.
So strange.
It's hitting it, right?
Yeah, keep
Very,
going.
very close.
You're very close. You probably just need a chunk. Remember, roll it right off the end of that sucker. There you go. That was a good one. Keep doing
Surprised I didn't get it.
Keep going. Just like that. Keep going.
I'm surprised that's not starting
Yeah.
it. That's like
It's
a
not
good
you.
one. Yeah.
I swear it hates me.
Maybe we need a bigger pile of it, the whole thing. Maybe that's why it's in there.
Yeah, maybe.
Not bad yet.
Got it right off the bat.
Yes! I did it!
Nice.
I did it! 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 Ah, yeah! I did it!
Keep stacking sticks, baby.
I did it!
Keep stacking sticks, Cadence. Lightly stack sticks on top of that. No, sticks. Little sticks.
But this is the stuff.
Yeah, I know, but little sticks are better.
Good job, Pumpkin. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Still damp.
You know I've never done that.
Yeah, probably never. Just saying. Not that kind of girl.
She hiked 7 miles today.
Yeah. She hiked 7 miles today.
What time is it?
Yes, picture.
10:30 already. Alright, so we're all packed up and ready here. Morning too, what is it, probably 10:30 at least. It's already very hot out. We had the time change, what was it, last night or the night before? So yeah, I guess it would be like feel 9:30 to us, but honestly the sun is like, it's like 12:30. So it'll be a hot one today. We couldn't get out too early because, why?
Oh!
It was cold.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't feel like getting out of the blankets. Yeah. But anyway, we're off now. We got about 4.2 miles. Yeah, some vehicle noise. We're not that far away from civilization, you know. It's carrying through the forest rather well. All right, so yeah, 4.2 miles across most of the terrain that we saw yesterday on our loop hike in the middle of the day. But the last bit of it will be new stuff we haven't seen yet. So, yep. We're heading out 4.2 miles back to the trailhead, then probably take a real quick shower at the official campground, wash our dishes, and then go home. I'll be heading north. They'll be heading south. All right, so we decided not to do the loop again, save ourselves like 3/4 of a mile total distance. So I think we'll be hiking somewhere around, ow, that hurt, 3.6 today instead, because we're going to be taking that middle trail. And we'll be doing that creek crossing twice. So right at that junction where we ate our little teriyaki surprise last night, or yesterday afternoon, we'll continue on that way, and that'll be the outer side of that loop there, in which there will be no trail untouched by our feet. and most of it we will have done twice. So back at that first creek crossing, now we just have to hike through that middle trail, which the turnoff will be pretty soon. We'll head to the other creek crossing, and here they come. Cadence, followed by Kevin. Creek number 1. Okay, so here we are at the junction. Junction. Head through the Blue Cross Trail here till that other creek crossing, and then we'll keep going ahead and take that last outer loop to be the last bit of the trail that we haven't seen. Well, we might stop at the creek crossing to rest for a second. We'll see. All right, so this is our trail today. We're now at the second creek, stopping the same place we stopped last afternoon for our teriyaki surprise. And now we're gonna plot our course where we started from. So where did we start from on this map?
Our primitive camp.
No, I mean like yesterday, like at the very
we
beginning.
started here.
Absolutely, at the parking. And then, what does point 1 stand for? What are we measuring our? Yeah, exactly, miles. Yeah, so that was 1/10 of a mile. How many tenths are in a mile?
10.
Yeah, of course. So that's 1/10 of a mile there. And then which way did we go? Did we go right or left at that first junction?
I think we went this way.
Absolutely. Yeah, we went right. Remember, we passed 12 and 11 and all that. Remember, this is where that chair is. That's all decorated with the beads and stuff right here. And then here's that first creek crossing, the first one that we saw there. We didn't stop there. And then we kept hiking through 10, through 9, and then where did we stay last night? Yeah, so then that's when we set up our camp and all that. And then what did we do? You remember? We actually wound up like hiking around here. So we went back out from our campsite. Everything was already all set up. And then we hiked around, all the way around.
To the river.
And that's the first time we saw the river there. Your dad casted pretty soon after that. That's where you went to the bathroom, remember? Somewhere along here is where we saw that coral snake. Somewhere in that area. So we're not going to be walking by that again today. So because we're going actually this way. But anyway, so yesterday we kept walking, we kept following the river. You know, remember all those boardwalks we crossed over along the river? And then we got back to number 4, which is where we are right now again. So here we are. We have hiked all of this, and then we went back around all the way yesterday, back to our campground. Today we went back, doubled back out here, then we went this way this morning, and we have hiked all the way back to number 4 from where we started today. And all we have left to do is what? What's the only part of this trail we haven't walked?
This way?
Yep, all of that. So this is all we have left right here. And according to this map, that's 1.6 miles from there to there, and 0.1 from there to there. So that's 1.7 miles total to the parking lot. So that's all we have left. So that's the entirety of the trip then. All right, leaving the junction now. Heading straight forward. This will be the last little stretch of trail, 1.7 miles to the parking lot. We'll be able to see the river a couple times on the hike too. Manatee. These are roughly a half a mile apart, so I mean we got a mile and a half left. Down the dusty trail. Some big tilapia down there. Here we are at a nice tall overlook of the river. This might be the last time we see the river. With a nice last glimpse here. And I guess there's some big ones. Are you going to throw one or no?
I don't have anything on.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we got probably a mile and a quarter, half hour more hiking, but we have no water, so we're ready to be done. All right, here's a nice little side trail off of the main trail. Nice little private beach here. Man, that's awesome. Isn't that cool?
Very much so.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah. Man, this would be cool to like take a kayak through. So here we are. We only got about, I don't know what, 3/4 of a mile at the most left. So
Yeah.
20 minutes of hiking is all there is, but it's a very hot stretch back this way. Wide open, nothing but sun. Definitely spring is over. It's summertime in Florida. Certainly feels like it. Anyway, we're almost there. So here we are at the junction where the loop starts. That means we only have 0.1 to go. Out this way, we can already hear the din of the traffic. So we got a gator out here sunning himself right on the wrist. Right at the rest area, right on I-75. And luckily it's all fenced in around here.